The Rugby World Cup Trophy Tour continued its journey around the globe this week with a return to Asia and the Pearl of the Orient, Hong Kong. Local resident and former Fijian captain Deacon Manu welcomed the Webb Ellis Cup. Before taking on a world record holder in DHL's Rugby versus Rope Skipping Challenge.
A little bit nervous. I'm probably favourite to win this one, so I need to get some runs on the board, I think, pretty early to make sure that I hold the world record champ out here. I thought he might have me, just there's a bit more of a agility contest there, but I thought Tim did really well there. It's loads of fun as well. It's been a long time between drinks in terms of skipping, so I'm looking forward to trying to attempt to do it anyway. It was uphill all the way really for me, but sort of try to get it towards the end. Some good coaching by Tim helped me along, but no, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I know why I haven't done it for so many years, because it was hard. Pretty happy to get two victories out of the three, so I'll be going home to sleep right now. But yeah, happy person.
From the top of the mountain to the city centre, the trophy was guest of honour at Kings Park, the home of the Hong Kong Rugby Union.
I think first and foremost it's just inspirational, it's inspiring, you know, for the youngsters who are here, for the parents, for anybody with a passion for rugby, the opportunity to get up close to a bit of rugby history. A trophy that's been held and lifted by the likes of Nelson Mandela and Francois Pienaar. It's incredibly inspiring. I think for those who are perhaps non-traditional rugby families, again, it just helps them to understand just how global a game it is, and for them to understand that for their kids, for example, who are maybe getting involved with rugby for the first time, just what there is out there in terms of the global rugby community.
The excitement continued at King George V School, with over 150 pupils having their opportunity to take pictures with the trophy and get an introduction to the game from former World Sevens Player of the Year, Ollie Phillips.
You've got to all be together, right? So link up, make sure you link up in your arms. Link up, link up.
Today we've got our Year 7s at KT5 as part of the World Cup Trophy Tour. We've got a partnership with Hong Kong RFU introducing our youngest year group to rugby. They won't have done a lot of that before, so it's nice in this environment with our facilities today.
It's kind of like a dream. I've always wanted, when I'm older, to go to the World Cup and to pursue rugby. And being next to the World Cup, it's pretty amazing.
Rugby World Cup 2003 winner Lawrence Dallaglio then whisked the trophy off around some of Hong Kong's famous landmarks on Land Rover's least driven path.
There's no doubt that everywhere the World Cup goes, the World Cup trophy goes, excitement is really starting to build. It's less than 300 days now till the tournament starts, and I can tell you that certainly back in the UK and England, everyone's very excited about this trophy and about the World Cup taking place. And rugby is a developing, is a developing sport in China, but the excitement is definitely building in Hong Kong.
The 2 days culminated with a trip to the British Consulate General and a rousing reception from Hong Kong's Welsh male voiced choir. England's green and blessed From there, it was on to the Chinese city of Shanghai, where Ollie Phillips moved from teacher to student as he tackled Kung Fu in DHL's Rugby versus the World Challenge.
Very good, very good. We're here in Shanghai with DHL for the Rugby versus the World Challenge, and today it's Rugby versus Kung Fu. I'm a little bit nervous because Chung Yi here is a master Kung Fu tutor, and there's swords and all sorts in the background, which we're all going to find out a bit later on. But there's 3 challenges coming up. First one is a rugby one, so I'm hoping that I can obviously come top trump in that one. and then we move into the Kung Fu one. And if I can actually manage through it and stay alive at the end of it, then we've got a third neutral one, so it should be an interesting day.
You gotta go around the outside.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. I will go outside.
Coming back, coming back.
And with the help of Land Rover and Lawrence Delalio, players from Shanghai Rugby Club got an experience they'd never forget.
This afternoon we are here at Shanghai Rugby Club. We're being hosted there. As you can see, Land Rover's got a scheme with the China Youth Development Rugby Programme here with the young children, and it's just about introducing them to the game of rugby. Clearly, rugby is growing throughout Asia. The Rugby World Cup is in England next year, but in 2019 it will be in Tokyo, and I think the game is getting much bigger and bigger, and the values of rugby, sportsmanship, respect, teamwork, etc. Are being passed on to the children here. They're having a great time, very committed and very energetic and enthusiastic, as you can see.
Before the trip finished with a visit to Zhuizhi No. 1 Primary School.
Yeah, I think this is a very good activity in China, in Shanghai. A good opportunity to introduce Rugby World Cup, introduce rugby to Chinese people, because rugby is not so popular in China, just like Western country. So I think that's a very good pleasure for me and for the guys to watch the World Cup in person.
Join us again in January when the trophy heads to Europe for a trip to Italy.